Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, this is part 2 to the gunmen on the Grassy Knoll in the JFK assassination. In the first video, I already went over and talked about the images I analyzed and stuff like that to pinpoint the location of the two gunmen inside of shelter number 3. In this part here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over a little bit more on what occurred when I was in Dallas, Texas myself. And I'm going to show you the angles, the views, and everything else. As you see here, here's me standing beside in this sniper's nest location. And as you see, I'm 6'2". I'm right around here. Now, as I point out in my research, the tall tramp was around 6'5", and he would have been about this tall to me right here. So it would have been clear. He would actually have a clear, easy shot looking out this window right here. However, as I pointed out in my research, in the beginning, when he was pointing out his rifle down here, okay, you have this bush right here that's in front. Now, if you're looking up the street, you're going to say, okay, we got a clear shot there. But we have to move up one when it gets closer coming down on Elm Street, because when you start looking down, you know, this bush is going to be in the way and you want to have a clear shot. So this is the reason why the gunman had to stand on someone's back so he could take a shot out of this location right here because of the small tree that was in front of the shelter here. Now, as I point out, we have Mr. Spruder, if you watch my cursor, Mr. Spruder, Mrs. Sessman standing on the wall right here, this retaining wall there. And we have the two gunmen inside here. But there was actually 3 men in there, but we're going to look at it this way. This is how the gunman took his shot, just like this, and then he looked out the top window here. Okay, my son right here, my nephew here, he's only 6 foot. I'm 2 inches taller than him. Okay, but I'm using them as my go-to guys. This is how they were standing. Also did another position right here, as you see right here. This is also how he could have took a shot as well. Now, the reason why I did it this way is because my dad was a Marine, and my grandfather was in the military as well. And, you know, they told me stories on how they used to use each other when it was military. Them and their buddies use each other's ladders as they climb over buildings or climb over high places, or if they have to take a shot off of a high place, they would either stand on somebody's shoulders like this or stand on somebody's back, as I show you right here. And also, as I pointed out, that the JFK assassination actually is a military hit. But, you know, we'll go more into that in some other video and some other time. But these are how the gunmen were positioned, either this way or this way. Most likely this way, because he drops back while the second gunman was around here taking his shot. And to me, when I sit there, the more you analyze it, the more being there and everything else like that. Because right over here, if you watch my cursor, right over here where this gentleman and this gentleman standing, right here used to be a bench right here at the time in 1963. However, Mrs. Sessman and Mr. Spruder says, well, Mrs. Sessman, I'm not going to say Mr. Spruder because he didn't say there wasn't nobody over here. Mrs. Sessman is the only one who said there was somebody over here. And they said, she said it was a couple that was over here. And they broke a Coke bottle in this area here or whatever. But the fact of the case is, during the time of assassination, there was nobody in this location. There was nobody in this location. We can tell this, and we can judge this by films, images, and everything else. We can base all this evidence because there was nobody in this location at the time. Now, when I was also there, I knew the gunman's location and everything else. I went ahead myself, took some images of the gunman's view, and this is the gunman's view right here, as you see here. He shot, JFK would have been shot right here. Now, remember this, if JFK, when you look viewing out this window here, which I'll pull this one back up, right here. Now, when you're viewing out that window, and that sniper's window, okay, you're taking a shot to JFK from this location. Okay, you're taking a shot from, we'll raise this up more, then we'll bring this in over here. Now, when you're taking a shot from this location here, which way JFK is going to be pushed off to? He's going to be pushed off to his left. Am I correct? Because you would have been shot from this right to here, it'd be pushed off to his left, as you see here. Everything from right be pushed off to the left. Right to the left. Right to the left. As we see in the Spruder film. That matched up. Then I went ahead and lined up the second gunman's view and his shot lines up. Governor Conley was shot right around in this location right here. This is where Governor Conley was shot. This is the second gunman's view when he took that shot to Governor Conley. And it was right in this location right here. You see what I'm saying? Right here. This is where Governor Conley was shot, in the back as he was turning over to his left. So now we have both gunmen's view, but we went ahead and did a step further, as you see right here. We went ahead and we placed it, our 360 camera, which is this one right here, this 360 camera, we placed that in this location right here, as you see right here. And I'm going to go ahead and stop it so we can get the whole view. So we'll stop it right here. And as you see, the gunman's view, he had them turn, he can take aim to JFK as soon as they turn down on Elm Street. And he's following him all the way until he gets to this point right about here when he takes a shot. So look how long he's been concentrating on. And look how much time that he had to take his aim to JFK and then take his shot by the time he gets here. Then when we move over further, right in this location here is where Governor Conley was shot. So when we go back, JFK was shot right here in this location here. Governor Conley was shot over in this location right here. Oops.
There you go. Ready?
Let's pull this back up. I apologize for that. Now I want to show you something else too. Okay, I want to show you something else too. As you see here, when the gunmen got done taking their shots and stuff, all they had to do was exit right here, because there's the picket fence right here. If you watch my cursor, right here's the picket fence. All they had to do is exit this door here, which I'll move over just a little bit more, so you can see this is the picket fence right here. The picket fence stops right around in this location right here. See how we can do it this way too as well. See, we can get the whole structure view. So they exit out this door here and walk right around here, and right here is the parking lot. Now even this position right here, they can hand out the rifles over here to somebody. They can go ahead as they hand the rifles off. They walk out to somebody or hand rifles off here. But it's easy to exit right here, as you see right here. It's easy to exit. Just jump down, place rifles underneath your jacket, walk out here as people's running up this hillside right here. People's running up this hillside here, because this is the manhole cover where the shots were fired. You got steps right here where the shots were fired, and just right on the other side here is the lamp post that a bullet strikes there, and then we get 2 shots that struck in the grass area over here. So you see how much the shots occurred here. People starts running up here. The 2 gunmen inside here runs out this door right here. They're already in a parking lot right here. They hand the rifles off to somebody and they walk right over to the train station, right over there. You see what I'm saying? That's how easy and quick it was. Then you got the other people that was right over in this location right here looking this way as well. So see, just like when we look up here, we can see, here's the ceiling. See, we get a whole look. That's why I like using this 360 camera here, because we get the upper view, side view, all the way around. We get the whole view. This is the sniper's nest. This is a doorway here. This is a doorway here. But they took this doorway right here and they're right in the parking lot right here. And then right over here is where they got into the train right here. And right over here, this right here, that's where Lee Bowers was. And Lee Bowers had a good eye right in this location here, because remember, he was talking about a hidden place right here. This is the hidden place he was talking about, seeing everything going on right here. Because as soon as the gunmen left right here, they can hand off the rifles here. Lee Bowers is watching them right in this location here. There's that picket fence right here. That's why by mistake, the shots that was coming from here, they mistake it for the picket fence area, because it's right over here on the other side. So you see, that's one thing when I did my investigation, I wanted to take a look at it. Okay, just like when you study this view, I want to show you something else. Let me bring this back up real quick if you don't mind. Sorry about this, but I want to point something else out here too. I'm going to stop it here. Right here, in this location here, was the babushka lady. Now, I want to show you, let's bring this, let's see if we can bring this up here. Now, let's shrink this, bring this back up. Let's bring this up to, well, we can't do it this way. But we see the babushka lady turn on a light. And as you see here, we could definitely see a light coming on right here. It means take your shot. You see what I'm saying? Take your shot. So see, he's got a view. This gunman has a view of whole Elm Street. This gunman has a view of people that's in front of him and everything else. Do you see what I'm saying? When we're looking at this view, okay, and this is nothing too I should have pointed out before, what I'm going to point out right now. I'll pull this up. I'm going to stop it here. Right here in this location here, as you see the pedestal right here, that's where Mr. Spruder and Mrs. Sessman was standing right here. Mr. Spruder standing right here. Mrs. Sessman standing right here. JFK was shot right here. So you see, he had a clear shot to him. He could keep an eye on them. Only one's going to block his view from this location here. That's why he wasn't shot earlier. He got to this location here, then he was shot. And look how close Mr. Spruder and Mrs. Sessman was to them, these gunmen right here, where they took their shots. See what I'm saying? They were staying right here on this pedestal, right here. This is how big that pedestal is. That's the much location that Mr. Spruder and Mrs. Sessman had to stand on right here. As you see here. Okay? And then the fatal headshot occurred right here in this location right here. And what's it going to do? Push him off to the left. So you see everything, my gunman I found and location I found, everything matches. The stories matches and everything else. As I pointed out. Okay. The gunmen, after they take their shots, you have one gunman right here, standing on another guy's back, guy on his all fours here, another gunman on here. Got this guy here looking out this window here, looks over here, sees light come on, take your shot. Then he comes around here. And as he comes around here, he takes his shot, and then he comes around and takes his shot going this way to Governor Conley. So he already shot JFK. He drops down. As he's coming around, he takes his shot. He drops down. The hand and rifle's off, probably even to this guy was right here. Maybe it wasn't the old tramp that was with him. Might have handed off to this guy here, and that guy went ahead and took them away, the rifles. And then while the people are running upstairs right here, if you watch my cursor, and going to the parking lot, which is right here on the side of them, they can easily walk out right along amongst the rest of them, head right over to the boxcars, and scot-free. They got away scot-free. So you see the location of the two gunmen, no matter what you want to look at, or anybody wants to say this or say that, okay, shelter number 3 is where the fatal headshot occurred to JFK, and the shot to Governor Conley. This is a fact now. Photographic evidence, research to follow, more photograph evidence on top of that, eyewitness accounts, everything is fitting. Okay, everything is fitting. Just like our distance. When I did our distance here, and I measured from this point here to where JFK was shot, from this point here to JFK was shot, matches up to the distance chart as we see here. 71.70 feet away, or 22.90 yards. Same thing as we measured up for Governor Conley being shot. We measured 91.55 feet or 30.52 yards. Then when we was there, we measured it, exact same measurements. So see, we did our investigation. I did my investigation here. And everything that I found here matches when we was down there. Do you see what I'm saying? When I went down there, I was hoping to find something that I was wrong about. To be honest with you, as I pointed out in my other video. But everything that I found here, all I did was when I went there is I made more discoveries and have more evidence to back up what I present to begin with. The two gunmen inside of shelter number 3. This is a fact now. The fatal headshot came from the second gunman, which is this guy right here, which we also ID'd them because this gunman here, not only the profile fits the two gunmen, but this gunman right here has a butt imprint, which I'll show you right here, on his left lapel, as you see right here with the initials AA on it, as you see right here. So we have the ID of the gunman, which is the two tramps they picked up that day. This is the gunman that took the fatal headshot to JFK. This is the gunman right here that took the shot to Governor Conley as he was turned off to his left. Okay. Both gunmen was inside of shelter number 3. Only 2 shots fired from this location. He fired 1 shot. He fired 1 shot. That was it. They escaped out this doorway right here. As the people was running up the hillside there, they escaped right here, and they just walked back behind the parking lot and stuff. Hand the rifles off to somebody, or the third guy was in there, probably took the rifles from them, put them in a bag or something, and walked out behind them. Could have done it that way. Okay, that's a speculation right now on that part, but I don't like working with theories. I can only tell you what the films and images tells us, and the best way for a person to escape route. They left it off here. They hand the rifles off to somebody, and then they went to the boxcar. So this part of the JFK assassination is final. You know, people could say, oh, no, the fatal headshot came from this location, that location. No. Fatal headshot came from this gunman inside of shelter number 3. Fatal headshot was fired from this window here of the shelter. And this is the gunman that took that fatal headshot to JFK. This is based on photographic evidence and facts. In the description down below, you'll find a site where you can own my book, Evidence of Conspiracy. I own a book you ever need in JFK assassination. Also a site, if you want to make a donation to the GoFundMe account, is still up until the 18th of next month. You know, $30 or more, you get your names in the credit, plus a free copy of the DVD signed. Don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about it. Share this information in the part 1 video as well. Share that information with other people, your family, friends, relatives, so they may all know this information. The JFK assassination, there was 2 gunmen inside shelter number 3. That's where the fatal headshot came from, and that's where the shot to Governor Conlon came from that struck him in the back. Thank you, and have a blessed, blessed day.